Hey guys, this is Cliff Schecter and welcome back to The Takedown. Today we need to talk about AOC. You may have heard of her. Three initials, AOC. It's like JFK. You know who she is. And she drives Republicans nuts. She is on the sort of left wing of the Democratic Party, and you'd think that that might be the reason why she'd drive them crazy, but they don't have the same animosity or the same obsession with Rashida Tlaib or Bernie Sanders, even though he is Jewish, lives in Vermont, from New York, and at one point went to the Soviet Union on for his honeymoon. You'd think they'd hate him so damn much, but they don't. It's AOC is the one who they hate. Why? I think therein you can find all the problems that plague right-wing movements around the world and the Republican Party. And they can be summed up this way. They have little dinghies. It's not necessarily that they absolutely have little dinghies, although many of them sure do. I mean, famously, what's her name? Stormy Daniels said Donald Trump looked like a mushroom. Looked like Toad, the guy from Mario Brothers. But it's that they think they do. They have no idea how to act around women. They have no confidence. And it's led to hatred in these right-wing movements throughout the world. It could be right-wing Christianity. It could be right-wing Judaism, right-wing Islam. Rules about men not being able to touch women, women, of course, having to cover themselves up. I mean, it was a scandal in the 1920s in the United States when women danced and they showed their ankles because men couldn't control themselves. You see, it's on women to not show us anything because we're beasts who can't control ourselves. And there's so many examples in fascist movements of people overcompensating in right-wing movements. I mean, we can go the world around. I mean, Hitler was like 5'2", and Mussolini, not all that confident in himself. Little guy too, bunch of twerps. But let's look at today, okay? AOC just got up again and did something that just drove them nuts. What was it? She danced. This happened a couple of years ago. A video of her dancing emerged, and they blew up. They lost their minds. They were obsessed. How could she do it? She's a harlot. She's terrible. And the truth of the matter is, what most of them couldn't admit is they were really attracted to her and didn't know how to talk to her. They would have liked to date her, which she admitted, and it drove them absolutely nuts. There's a reason Paul Gosar drew those negative pictures of her, these evil pictures of her that showed him. I'm not going to even say what it showed him doing, but it showed him doing nasty things, and it was AOC. It's kind of like when I was in the 5th grade. There's this girl I was so attracted to. She was beautiful. Her name was Nellie. Maybe you're watching this, Nellie. And I didn't know what to do. So, I hit her during recess, and she hit me, because how else do you react to a girl you're attracted to and you don't have any idea how to talk to because you're sort of a little dork? And that's the modern Republican Party. They're little incel dorks. I mean, look at this group of guys, right? We're talking so much about a certain person who just bought Twitter. Have you seen that picture of the guy on the beach? This pasty, portly, pusillanimous, just prick. I mean, he's angry all the time, and he has numerous children with numerous women because he can't talk to them. The whole reason he bought Twitter is so he could make jokes and hopefully get people to laugh at him, maybe get women to like him. It's not working. Donald Trump wandered through dressing rooms of teenage girls and he paid for prostitutes. Roy Moore tried to pick up a girl in trig class when she was 13. Remember him? Guys, the Republican supporters, the nominee from Alabama for the Senate. Denny Hastert, who wrestled with 15-year-olds and assaulted them, boys, and went to prison. Jim Jordan, who ignored anything going on in the gyms, in the Jim Jordans at Ohio State. Couldn't see anything, even though there was sexual assault going on. So uncomfortable, didn't know what to do with it. Matt Gaetz, allegedly trafficking and dating 17-year-old girls. I mean, we could go, the list goes on forever. They don't know how to deal with women. It leads to wars. It leads to terrorism. The single biggest predictor of whether someone will commit a school shooting or will commit a terrorist act is if they've committed domestic violence. And you can find that anywhere from the Newtown murderer to the one out in Santa Barbara to the crazy terrorist who drove his truck through a crowd full of party goers in Nice, France, a bunch of 5 or 10 years back, to the guys who were here for 9/11 but were busy spending all of their last days and their money going to strip clubs. They're obsessed with the fact that they are just complete incel dorks with women. I mean, take a look at Ben Shapiro. I mean, the dude sat there and like made like a muscle, and he thought that made him cool. By the way, Ben, yeah, try getting that, pal. But he made this little wimpy muscle, and he thought that that made him this cool guy, this little pre-pubic runt, who like has this voice. He sounds like every time he talks, he sounds like he mouth humped a balloon. I mean, yeah, I stole that line from Deadpool, but cleaned it up a little bit. That's what we're dealing with. So AOC was at a event. She was at a town hall. It was about 10 days ago. And a bunch of right-wingers showed up, crazy people, zombie Trumpers, and started screaming and yelling at her. You know, we hate you, old ladies, old men, you know, all obsessed, just can't stand her, hate her, whatever. And she sat there and she started there was a beat playing and she started doing that. And right-wingers lost their freaking minds. They lost their minds. They could not, oh my God, it was so unprofessional. They're talking about Donald Trump, who told people to inject bleach and stir it up into an eclipse. A guy who literally got on an Air Force One with toilet paper hanging from his freaking foot. All right? They're used to either getting women that are like Mother or women that are literally so fake and so plastic like Melania. You could put them in like, you know, you could put them in a wax museum somewhere. She should go to London and go to Madame Tussauds. They're just natural, attractive women they don't know what to do with. They're insecure, they're self-loathing, they have no confidence in themselves. They think they need to impress them by buying big things or pretending they've got big things, and it doesn't work. And so now we have to live in this footloose world of theirs, this crazy evangelical loony world where they're freaking out on AOC for dancing. And again, if you thought I was starting this off talking about AOC dancing as like this lighthearted thing, I mean, it is funny in a way that they're so pathetic and you have to laugh at them. But at the same time, like, this is their issue. This is their problem. This is their obsession. The fasces, which is the sign of fascism, is a bundle of sticks with a sharp object coming out of it, like an axe. What do you think that stands for? Like, all the anger, all the misogyny, all of it. All of, you know, Dan Bolduc from New Hampshire saying that they should have gentlemen legislators there should decide what women do with their bodies. And Mehmet Oz is saying that it should be up to a woman or doctor and local politicians. It's about controlling women because they're secretly scared of strong women, because they're secretly attracted to them, and they don't know how to deal with it. And that is why we are in the situation we're in. That is why AOC can't have a simple video of her responding to people screaming at her by just doing a little bit of a dance, because they will freak the F out as they just did. Not much else to say. It's crazy that is probably one of the biggest reasons our country is in the situation that we're in right now. I wanted to thank you for watching here. We've got some new lighting. Hopefully it's helping. The takedown, please subscribe. Gained like 100 subscribers the last day. I'm really excited about it. We're growing still, and we'd love to have you turn on your notifications. And if any of you are sort of refugees from Twitter, join us here, because I'm going to be spending a lot more time here. Thanks.